I'm here in Marks and Spencer's in Longbridge because I'm just on the way to see my sister, and I just thought I'd pop in and see if they've got. I haven't been in for ages, since my last video. Look at this, very weddingy. Oh, I do wish I could fly out somewhere. If you had events, you could have so many nice things. I keep saying I've got enough clothes, but when I come in here, I always want more. Let's have a look at these nice dresses. Some beautiful dresses. It's a beautiful thick cotton. £45. Beautiful. Gorgeous pink number, very light cotton. Again, it would come way down to the floor, but even so, very nice. I love it. £55. And this very nice cotton skirt has a Has it got a lining? I can't check, hang on. Yeah, it's got a lining and it's got pockets. Let's put it up near me. Very nice. This is nice cool blue, very light fabric. Almost like an organza. £17.50. Responsibly produced Lysocell rich. It's very flowy with spaghetti straps and nice blue trousers next to it if you want to match. That's nice. Ankle ones. Pretty. This is lovely on the hanger, but I've just noticed the bottom is like a puffball. It's a puffball ending. I'll just show you close up, and it's got a nice top on the hanger, separate top you can buy. Quite a heavy fabric now, so let me have a look at the bottom. I'll show you. It's like a puffy bottom, not a flat hem. Oh well. Skirt £45. This is a thick, heavy cotton. It's a halter neck dress in this lemony butter yellow, whatever they call it. And that's the back. Not quite to the floor on me, but nearly. I haven't got my size anyway. Fancy shoes. A little bow. Just selecting all the things I like. That's nice. Little waistcoat. And how much is that? Let me just check. It is £45. Very smart though. And they've put it right next to some nice, thick, what look like linen rich trousers. So they're not fully linen, but they're very much got a high percentage of linen in, I would think. £39.50. Very nice. Wide leg. I'm impressed with Marks and Spencer's this week. They've actually got nice cotton dresses. feel cool. Don't normally find that. I think dresses are in. This one's £55. It's got a bit of lace detail around the square collar neck. Open sleeve, short sleeve, a little frill on the bottom. It doesn't look too twee, I don't think. Have to try it on there. There's some short shorts in nice shades of green, grey, navy, white, beige, but some also a longer length, which I like, and a lovely, lovely pale blue stripe, and also green, cream, a stone colour, and a beigey colour. I'll turn the petrol blue, cream, and the green, and they're £19.50. It's a nice thick cotton with a print on, a nice embroidery, and that is £55. In black, that is, that's a black colour. I'm in the Jaeger section, and I've just been helping a lady find a blouse and trying to get an internet connection for her because the staff said they're too busy. Really? Looks pretty empty to me. Look at this shop. Maybe I should get a job here and help the customers. I thought I'd jump on there because my son said, "You're such a Karen. Fancy complaining." I said, "I'm complaining, David, because the lady was really gentle and she said she couldn't get help." So I thought I'd just raise that. I didn't help her in the end. Her husband went and got a member of staff, and that person was on the floor and finally came across. You obviously don't know what's going on in shops. They could be putting stock out. But it was empty. So I thought there's no excuse for that. So that's why I raised it. But my son said, "You are such a Karen." You get to an age where you get fed up because you're always pushed to the side, and to see somebody look so sensitive and worried, she obviously picked on me because she thought I was approachable enough to be able to come and ask. But, shops have got to get, sharp if they want customers. They've got to be helpful. And even if there were two on the desks at the cash out, one could say, "Hang on, you hold the fort, seeing as there's nobody here, and I'll go and help the lady." It wasn't like there was queues. Anyway, that's me for today. I just thought I'd mention it. I'm going to just go into the food hall and find some biscuits. I've got every chocolate you can think of. I've got my Jaffa cakes, but look at these. Hello everyone, I'm just about to go off to my Nissa shop. It's a little shop co-op near me where I collect all my Amazon parcels, and I don't have them always delivered to the house because they often get lost. They go to a set of flats and then I can't get them back, and then they put them in other people's lockable post boxes. Oh, it's the right old game. But anyway, I'm off to go and get my ingredients that I talked about last week, which is making your own non-toxic sun cream. So I've ordered the little brown pots, and I'm going to mix it up on the hob because I didn't have any aloe vera gel and the ingredients necessary. So we'll have a little play like George's Marvellous Medicine. It'll be Josie's Marvellous Medicine, or JoJo's. So we'll have a little go. Let's go and get the things first. It's now raining, and obviously the grass is going from brown to green. I knew it would start to recover. We're on a water meter, so I didn't really want to start putting loads of gallons of water on when I know the rain would eventually come. There we are, off to the shops. I'm back from collecting my Amazon parcel, and in it was this non-nano zinc oxide powder, which I hope is fine. Organic aloe vera gel. And a box of little brown jars. Ready to put the cream in. I hope it works out okay, so I bought all these things. But anyway, we shall have a look. So we have to put in order to make this non-toxic sun cream, half a cup of coconut oil, a quarter cup of olive oil, a quarter of cup of pure aloe vera gel, heat gently, and then 2 tablespoons of the oxide powder. So let's go. I'm just going to get my cup measurements. They're American, aren't they? So let me go and find my cup. So I need half a cup of coconut oil. So I've got virgin cold pressed coconut oil from Waitrose in the UK, from the Duchy. So I'm going to put that in the pan first. So I'll put it into here, which is half a cup measurement, and into the pan we go. And now I need a quarter of a cup of olive oil. Olive oil isn't cheap, so I hope this all works out. I sound like one of those cows with cowbells because I've got all the cups linked together at home. So that's that, and a quarter of a cup of aloe vera gel. Crush bang wallop. That's about right. And now, heat gently. I'll just turn the camera around so you can see what I'm doing. I've heated this mixture with the 2 tablespoons of the powder in, the non-toxic zinc oxide, and it's still a bit grainy with the aloe vera gel, but I don't want to burn it, so I'm just going to let it cool now. I've just heated it very gently and see what happens when it cools. Might be a complete disaster, I don't know. We will see. I don't know whether this is going to solidify, but it's liquid at the moment. Maybe it's just a liquidy lotion. I'm going to leave it and see what happens. The gel, as I say, hasn't melted, but we'll see. It feels very soft to touch though. It will do, it's got aloe vera gel in and olive oil. Another one in another pot. Yeah. So these are the pots lined up and full. They still feel warm. I don't know whether they're going to stay liquidy or whether they solidify, I shall tell you. No particular smell. I just think it's a bit coconutty, but somebody else said they don't smell anything. I suppose you could put a drop of essential oil in, but I'm not going to. I'm going to leave it as it is and see how we get on. Just as I'm doing my little experiment, Davey's having his breakfast, crunching next to me. But anyway, back to this experiment. They look like they've got olive oil on top, but when you actually put your finger in and mix the lotion, you can still see the aloe vera jelly bits. But when you put it on your skin, it just feels soft. And even when I've just washed my hand, I still feel I've got a bit of protection. It feels like I've got sunscreen on. And I don't mind the smell at all. Can't really smell much. But anyway, yeah, the experiment is done. Good morning. I've just gone to Specsavers in the local town, got my glasses renewed, and I've just popped into Waitrose and picked up tomatoes, all on offer. These are plum tomatoes, they look quite soft, and slicing tomatoes, but I'm actually going to put them all in the oven on a big baking sheet. I think I did tomato sauce years ago. Tomato soup. So I'm going to make a tomato soup. I've just looked at a recipe. There's all sorts of different recipes. Some say add onion and garlic, which I might do. And then once you've put it into the oven for 30 minutes to soften the tomatoes, what you do is you then put them into a pan, cook them off with some pint or so, or a couple of pints, depending on how much fluid you want, of either chicken or vegetable stock. Add your salt and pepper, perhaps a knob of butter it says, and then you blend it. And you should have homemade tomato soup, and you can add a bit of cream if you want a bit of creaminess. So I'm going to do that because these are on offer. And yeah, we'll see how we go. Yesterday when I did I did a pasta dish, sort of a cold pasta, I didn't enjoy the pasta taste of the ginger and the soy sauce, because once I put it in the fridge, it really had lost its flavour. I don't think I put enough sauce on. So when I show you the pasta side dish, I would say put more soy sauce on and more ginger and more lime, just to get a fresh zingy taste and coat that pasta a bit more. It didn't tell me how much to put on other than 1 lime. So I don't think I did enough sauce. But anyway, on to the soup. And yeah, see how that tastes. Tomatoes ready to have some olive oil on, salt and pepper, and put in the oven for about half an hour. Now the chicken stock or vegetable stock, and I've already put the basil in the bottom of the pan, so I'm going to cook this up for about 20 minutes and then blitz to a smooth paste. So smooth soup, not paste. Put it on a low heat and let it simmer away. I've just added a glug of milk, full fat milk, because I haven't got any cream, so I thought when I mix it up it'll come out a bit lighter, a bit creamier. You can see that I've been pushing the soup through the sieve, and all these bits are all the seeds that you don't want in your mouth, unless you don't mind them, and underneath is smooth. So I shall throw the pulp and the bits away. On to dinner. I wanted to make a cold pasta salad, which means just boiling up some pasta and then adding a sauce to it, but I wasn't sure what to do in terms of sauce. But before I even think about the sauce, I just want to talk about pasta in itself. Unless you're making your own, you're buying some pasta, make sure you buy the lighter one if you can. It's a bit more expensive. I don't know whether you can see that in my light. This is a better quality pasta, this light colour, as opposed to the darker one. So if you can always remember that, get the lighter coloured pasta. They're normally more expensive, 20-30p extra. I would definitely get that. I tend to like this particular brand, De Checker, or any light coloured one that I can find. They're normally in a nice brown, sort of a nice papery bag, or a good quality one. You'll tell by the packet normally. Now on the BBC Good Food there was one that says mix up soy sauce, it doesn't tell you how much, a lime and some ginger. Now I've got this gnarled piece of ginger in my pot, so I'm just going to grate a little bit, probably a couple of centimetres, mix it up and see what I think the taste is. And if I like the taste, I'll boil up the pasta, and then when the pasta is cold, put the sauce on, and then you've got this cold pasta salad which you can put with crusty bread and a normal salad on the side. So I'll mix up, see what I think the taste is like. And Antonio Carluccio once said, one of the Italian chefs on the television, if you're putting pasta into water, make sure you put a bit of salt in there and a bit of olive oil, and it never sticks. So let's put some in. So in the bowl I've got a centimetre I've put of fresh ginger, and because I didn't have any more, it wasn't the best of, it wasn't fresh as in I've just bought it, it was sort of a bit gnarled, so I used what I had in the fridge, was a bit of ginger paste, a tiny bit of that, just a few blobs of soy sauce, and the juice of a lime, and just to your own taste. So if you want more soy sauce, you add it in. And I'm going to put this over the cold pasta and see what it tastes like. I expect it's a bit of a zing, you know. I've tasted the sauce already, and it's definitely got a fresh taste. I've poured the sauce over, and it's just ready to go in the fridge when you want to put it with some salad later. And it's got a bit of a zingy taste, something different.